Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Concept Clear. In today's class, we'll discuss about what is Aloha, what are the types of the Aloha in the subject of computer networks. Okay, before going to today's class, in last classes we seen HDLC, point-to-point protocol, MAC sublayer. Okay, now today we'll see about the Aloha. Okay, here what is Aloha? Aloha is a random access protocol. What is meaning of random access protocol? Aloha is a random access protocol. Okay. Here what is meaning of random access protocol? Random access protocol is nothing but it transmits the data at any time. At any time. Okay, it transmits the data at any time. And multiple devices can transmit the data over a shared medium. Okay, and the main thing is multiple devices can share data in shared channel. Shared channel means nothing but what? Several devices are using a single transmission media to share from sender to receiver. That is called shared channel without pre-coordination. Shared channel without pre-coordination. This is the main thing. Okay, this is called Aloha. Actually, it is designed for virtual LANs, but also applicable for shared medium. Aloha is mainly used for developed for virtual LANs. Okay, actually virtual LANs are designed with Aloha. Okay. Okay, the devices send the data whenever the data have it, risking collisions where two or more transmissions overlap, causing data loss. In if collision is occurs, the involved stations must wait the random amount of time before retransmitting their data to avoid the further conflicts. Okay, in what is the main thing here? Here it will be transmit the data over the same physical medium without collisions. How the Aloha will be works? How Aloha works? Okay, Aloha is works based on several steps. The first one is the random access. What is the random access? Each station transmits the data whenever it has it without the first checking if the channel is busy or idle. Okay, if the data is available, simply send the data. Okay, each station transmits the data when it is available without checking the channel is busy or idle. Okay, the second one is shared media. Okay, shared medium. What is meaning of shared medium? Means commonly using path. Okay, multiple devices are sharing a single communication. Multiple devices are sharing with single communication. It is a shared media. It is the multiple devices are using the same getting. Okay, for sending their data. Okay, and third one is collision. What is meaning of collisions? Crash. Okay, if two or more stations transmit the data at the same time, their data packets will be collide and corrupted or destroyed. Okay, children, see here. The same network, this dish sending the data, one sending the data to 5, 2 sending the data to 4. Okay, it is a 1, it is a 2, it is a 3, it is a 4, it is a 5. Okay, 1 is sending the data to the 5. Okay, same time 2 is sending the data to the 4. What happened here? Collision is occurred. So two or more stations transmitting the data At the same time, their data packets will be collide or corrupted, okay, or destroyed. And fourth one is retransmission. Okay, what is meaning of retransmission? When collision is occurs, after the collision, the affected stations wait a random period of time, and before retransmission their corrupted frames hoping for a clear channel. Okay, after collision is occurs, again the collision stations will be resend their previous messages. Before sending this time, they will wait for clear the channel. There is a no transaction is happening, like that the message will be gets, then only they will transmit their data from one station to another station. Okay, now we'll see what are the types of alohas. The types of alohas, we have two type of the alohas. Types of aloha. Okay, we have two types. The first type is pure aloha. Second one is slaughtered aloha. Pure aloha and slaughtered aloha. What is the pure aloha? Pure aloha is the simplest form where devices can be transmitted at any time. Okay, it is the simplest one where devices transmits the data at any time. Data at any time. Okay, it will send the data when it feels want to send the data, simply it will send the data. And what about the slotted aloha? In the name only, slotted means what? Here the time is divided into slots. Time is divided into slots. Time is divided into slots, like fixed size slots, and devices can only transmit the data at the beginning of the slot, where reduces the chance of the collisions. Fixed size of the slots, and it will send the data when slot beginning, to avoid the collision. Okay, this is the slotted aloha. We will see pure aloha and as well as the slotted aloha clearly. Okay, now we will see what is the pure aloha. Pure aloha, a device can be transmitted the data whenever data is available. And pure aloha is the example for one of the random access protocol. That means, what is the meaning of random access protocol? When the devices can send the data at any time. Where the devices can send the data at any time. Pure aloha worked with shared medium. It is worked with shared medium. For example, shared medium with on a single backbone network you have. In that same backbone network contains multiple devices, where multiple devices trying to send the data at the same time, a collision will be occurs. When the first system wants to send the data to the EC, as well as the E system wants to send the data to the B, at the time data will be collide here. Okay, when a sender sending a frame to the receiver, then the receiver receives the frame and provides the acknowledgement. Okay, it provides the acknowledgement. The receiver here, sender, can wait for acknowledgement. From the receiver, random amount of time is called back off. That is the back off. Back off is nothing but what? Time is not fixed. Okay, here what is the example for this pure aloha is, this is the example. In this example, multiple users sharing the same medium. Okay, for the clear explanation I am giving a in like it is the is the time slot for A, B, C, D are the time slots. For this one, at the first two times frame, A is sending the frame. At the different time, ending of the first frame, C is also sending the frame. Okay, but here the D is sending the middle of the C's frame. It is also sending the frame, and here E is also sending the frame at the middle of the D. Okay, it is also frame. Here what happened here, at this time slot only there is a collision is occurred, and what about here, at this time slot, up to this time slot is collision is occurred. And what about the E is also up to this time slot there is a collision is occurred. Okay, here collision is occurs between CDE. So the frames will be retransmitted. CDE frames will be retransmitted later. Here, what is the vulnerability time? Vulnerability time is 2T. 2T. Okay, to calculate the pure Aloha efficiency, the formula is S equals to G into E power 2G. Here, 2 is nothing but vulnerability. 2 is nothing but vulnerability, and G equals to number of users. How many users here? Here number of users are G. Okay, is about the pure Aloha. Next we will see what is the slotted Aloha. Okay, if you have any doubts, please ask me and comment section, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you everyone.